Hey everyone, it's Ciara from There to Here Travels. It has been the longest day ever. We started out at 5:50 this morning Eastern time. We headed over to Charleston Airport. We had a nice easy trip over to Atlanta, and then that's where everything fell apart. We got off of the flight and then headed right over to our next gate, which was not far. We were 10 minutes away from boarding, and all of a sudden they announced that our gate has now switched to a different gate, and the plane that was sitting there is now going to Vegas instead of Seattle. We go down a few more gates to our new gate where there is no plane sitting there. Then finally they announce a smaller plane has been acquired for our trip. So 22 people have to volunteer to switch flights, and we were not one of those people. We came very close to being one of those people. They went from offering a $300 gift card to anyone who was willing to switch all the way up to $1,800 per person. $1,800 per person to switch your flight to a later flight. We didn't want to risk getting bumped and missing our cruise. We were not willing to risk it, but we came this close because with $1,800 per person, we could have just booked a new cruise. Comment below if you've ever taken one of these deals and what's the highest amount you've ever seen it go. I think that the only reason it went up to $1,800 is because we had 22 people needing to be switched. If there was only 3 or 4, they probably would have only went to about $500 the highest, but 22 people needing to be switched, Delta forked up $1,800 per person for the last 4 people that took the deal. So because of that fiasco, it actually ended up delaying our flight. After they switched the last of the 22 people, they had to get us a new pilot because of whatever rules. They couldn't keep the same one going. He must have been flying for too long and hit the point where he had to call it quits for the day. So then they had to hunt down a new pilot for us. By the time that we actually took off, it was about 3 hours delayed. And getting up at 5:50 a.m. Eastern time, it is now 7 p.m. Pacific time. So we are exhausted. Jason's already he's already trying to fall asleep, and I'm telling all of you about our day instead. But I'm gonna be getting to bed very soon because I can't last much longer. Even though that was a rough day, it was not the worst experience we've ever had. It was a long wait, but it was not as stressful as having a delay that causes you to almost miss your connecting flight. There was one time that we had a connecting flight in Houston. So we landed and our gate was supposed to be right next to the one we were getting off, but due to a last minute regating, we ended up having to run all the way across the entire airport. It was a nightmare. We almost missed it. I'll explain. So it all started when we were running to our next gate. I was falling behind Jason and he noticed. So he's all like, "Come on, we're almost there." And I'm like, "Just go without me. I can't make it." And then he's all like, "No one gets left behind." And then I'm like, "You've given me the strength. I can make it now." And then we ran off together. And then finally, we made it. And that is the story of our worst airport experience ever. Let me know in the comments section what your worst airport experience is. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please make sure you hit like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Hope to see you there to here and everywhere in between.